Welcome to stage 5 of Void Rift Epilogue, and if you thought the last stage was bad, this stage is the same type of bad. So, what are we looking at? We are looking at, basically, honestly for Arrogance I haven't really found a replacement yet. It might be possible with the Zillitu, but overall you need a fighter. Helga could be possible too, but you need a fighter that is ranged, but not just frontwards, but also to the sides. That's kind of what you need. Then Gluttony, I feel like Gluttony is almost required. Yeah, pretty much, like I can't quite see it yet without Gluttony. Toreador also feels required, because you in total need 5 tanks, which is crazy. Quick message from future me. If you do want to replace Toreador, it is possible. You just need perfect RNG. So there's going to be 4 waves that spawn randomly, and all 4 need to spawn on the same lane for this to work. So you need to basically win a 50-50 4 times in a row. But yeah, in total you need 5 tanks. Elowen also feels required because of the healing that she provides and her Wood Elf. And yeah, then we have like Volker, Isolde and Oleg and Baron, who aren't as bad unit-wise, but gear-wise this shit is challenging. So also, as any good stage, this shit has RNG in it. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, so you start off the stage by putting in Gluttony, putting in Elowen. Oh yeah, Gluttony is also running the extra block artifact, which is quite needed in helping him keep alive. In helping to keep him alive. There we go. So this is like kind of like the standard formation we are starting out with, and then Isolde next, and right here we already wait for Gluttony to do his first eating, and then we just activate Elowen's ultimate to make sure that Isolde doesn't die. So yeah, this doesn't yet look bullshitty enough, right? But also we are at the point where it's now time to actually use 10 units. Like this whole Void Rift Epilogue all requires mainly 10 units. So this looks pretty basic, right? We have a Gluttony here, we have an Isolde, we have our ranged fighter right here defending. Like honestly, Volker is probably the most replaceable. It could be like a Lust, Ardea, Astrid, whatever, right? Lust is pretty replaceable. Volker is pretty replaceable, and then he summons this tornado. This tornado could either spawn on this side or on the bottom side, so it spawns on the top side this time, which means we'll be starting off with Arrogance and Brock here at the top lane. Then we have more units coming in. As soon as both tornado guys are hitting Gluttony, that's when you want to trigger your Elowen ultimate to ensure that he survives. Obviously, as soon as possible, you want to trigger your Isolde's ultimate too. And then, after they start attacking Brock here, that's when you can activate his ultimate. Alright, so far so good. Now the big question is what happens next. Alright, so these guys spawned at the top, which is good for us, maybe even needed for us. They could also spawn at the bottom, which at least with this strategy might already be game over. So be ready. You basically hope that both waves spawn at the same lane. All right, that's pretty much what you're hoping for, or what you might even be coping for. But yeah, the next one is gonna be Volker plus Baron, and here we again activate the ultimate to ensure that Baron doesn't get hit super hard. Alright, so right then we just activate our ultimates to deal with some stuff here, and Brocky can go out. So as soon as like the first wave is defended, you could already have taken out Brocky a bit sooner, but we didn't quite do that, which is alright. So the next wave will again be summoned right here, which is lucky, but if it doesn't get summoned there, your response is just going to be to put a tank in front. If the wave spawns down here, put a tank in front, alright? So we are very lucky. We are very lucky here that the wave spawns at the very top again, because that means we can keep Arrogance on the field longer. Normally what we would have done is despawned Arrogance right here and then placed him down. So I know this gets a bit confusing here, but I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to have them just be on random aisles. And I guess you might have seen it there already. Isolde actually died, so Volcra did save her ass at the end, which means you would need better tank gear. So, that is some abnormal luck. We have them spawning at the top again. Okay. So, that is already the stage done, but I will show you another example where we don't have this perfect RNG. Okay? Because perfect RNG makes this fight way more manageable than it should be. And honestly, in all of the tries I gave this stage, this is the first time this has happened RNG wise. So don't take this as the way of the world, alright? Alright, first circle at the bottom. So let's start off with Arrogance and Brock here. Second circle at the bottom, so minimum requirements to beat this stage. And let me show you something else. If you do use this standard placement, if you have an Arrogance past A1 or have like a really cracked out Arrogance, I guess probably Arrogance like A2, A3 or way better gear, then you will be able to beat this entire wave with just a simple unit. So for example right here, if you take a look, you're going to see that let's ensure that this works out, that Arrogance ultimate turns ready when they arrive. So when they arrive and your Arrogance is strong enough, he would be able to kill them before they pass him, right? But that does require more awakenings or even better gear on your Arrogance. So keep that in mind, that this is a possibility, killing them down here, but it does require a good amount of gear and awakenings, most likely. Or I guess some luck, because this time it also worked out. RNG. And there we go. This time the wave did actually spawn at the top, and the way you resolve this is by obviously taking out your tanks earlier and then having Toreador there to defend. So I guess closing thoughts, you do not need Toreador, but you do need perfect RNG. So you need to go 3 for 3 when it comes to when it comes to the top, right? So you either have perfect RNG or you go 3 for 3 with the waves. But yeah, here Toreador obviously then defends. You put in your tank, put in Arrogance, and then wave 4, obviously here at the bottom. So yeah, I guess that's a good example of what could go wrong in a sense, because right here obviously Oleg now has to hold out. He can, but that is the whole reason behind Toreador. If you don't go 4 for 4, it's not gonna work out. So you can replace Toreador with Wrath, but you do need perfect RNG, and you shouldn't be making stupid mistakes like I am, like for example activating Oleg's ultimate. Though luckily enough, he is surviving by the power of gear. So yeah, then at this point you could for example swap him out, swap him in another tank, right? But yeah, either High Awakening Arrogance or perfect RNG if you don't want to use Toreador. Alright, time for gearing. What are we looking at? Toreador. Toreador is running a disgusting Guardian set with full HP bonus and 300% HP, 100% defense, some rage regen and a bit of attack speed. Artifact wise, a Bastion ring at 25. Baron is in probably the weakest gear out of all of the tanks, which is just 300% HP, 100% around 100% defense, some attack speed, some rage regen, and a Bastion ring at 1. But he nicely has that invulnerability. Volker Volker is in high attack speed, rather low crit damage because there's no Dolores, and the Wailing Skull at 25 might not be necessary, but who knows. Arrogance in, again, high attack, rather decent attack speed, high crit rate, high crit damage, some extra rage regen, and a ram tier. Gluttony, now this is where it gets interesting. Gluttony is also in a full Guardian set with 60% rage regen, high attack speed. The important part is he needs to survive. Also 25 Lunacy Visor. Then we have Isolde. Isolde is in a tanky set, Tempered Will for whatever reason, with high HP, high defense, some rage regen, and a Regal quest at 25 because I didn't want to use all that many Bastion rings. Then we have Oleg. Oleg is in an Unshaken Will set, but honestly could be a Guardian set or a Broken set. Oleg is pretty fucking tanky, and the Bastion ring on him is probably overkill. Then we have Volkra. Volkra, again, high attack. Attack speed 100% crit rate, rather low crit damage, and a ram tier. Brock here, whatever tanky you have with around 100% defense, 300% HP, some rage regen, some attack speed. His artifact at 25, but could also be replaced by Bastion ring because the good part is he is invulnerable. And then we have Elwyn. So, Elwyn, 200% attack, 360 attack speed, 60 healing effect, bit of HP, and the Golden Scarab. Yeah. So yeah, this has been stage 5. If you did appreciate this showcase, feel free to leave a like, consider subscribing, whatever, this interesting stage, and peace!